School grounds are a place for studying, not for playing around. At least, that's what I wanted to believe. My name is Takuma Sakarazaka, and in the 4 years since I started at middle school, I've learned that this was nothing more than lip service. I can't focus again today. All I could hear was the sounds of my classmates echoing through our break time. I know we're on lunch break, but I wish these kids would spare a thought for how annoying they're being to the people around them. This is so annoying. At least I feel better knowing that my studiousness will at least get me a better chance of succeeding than they'll ever have. Although, I'm not exactly getting much work done at the moment either.
So then I was like, yo, that's crazy.
And a big part of that was one particular source of noise rising above the rest. Yeah, it was this girl that clearly paid way more attention to how she looked than anything the teachers had to say. Her beauty was as plain as day for the world to see. But it was such a shame that she didn't even once consider her future. That would be Yuri Mikage. She was unquestionably the most popular person in our grade. She's basically the polar opposite of a quiet kid like me. Anyways, I'd better get back to reading.
Hey!
As soon as I turned my gaze back on my book, a shrill voice rang out right in front of me. What would anyone want to do with a nobody like me? I didn't know, but when I looked up... Whoa.
What are you looking at, creep?
A wild popular girl appeared. What do you want? I had no idea why someone like her would even bother to acknowledge my existence. Sorry, but I was never involved with her. I had no intention to start now.
Nothing, just that I think the teacher was calling for you.
Oh, really? I guess I misjudged her a bit. Thanks for letting me know. Maybe she was noisy, but I guess she wasn't all that bad. It had been a month since I got shuffled into this class, and I felt like I was starting to get everyone's general vibe. I didn't want to keep the teacher waiting, so I made to leave. So, why are you following me?
I'm not. The teacher called me too.
Oops. Why would the teacher want to see a beacon of popularity like her at the same time as me? I hope she didn't do anything serious.
Dude, what's a loser like you doing walking alongside Yuri?
I'm so jealous. Why can't I be the one to go off alone with her?
I should kill you for this.
Yeah, it's definitely her fault. I could feel the glare of boys behind me piercing through the back of my skull.
Hey, so you're always wearing that mask, right?
The girl walking next to me seemed to be completely oblivious to the faces of everyone around her. Well, it's not that uncommon these days.
Are you sure about that? Maybe you should take a look around you.
I didn't see what she thought was so funny.
Oh, I get it. You're embarrassed because your face is so ugly, Takuma.
You want me to make yours ugly too? Where's a pair of brass knuckles when you need them?
No disrespect or anything. I'm just wondering what other reason there would be.
I hope whatever she did, they make her apologize, not just to me, but to the whole school.
See, a pretty girl like me wearing a mask would just be a waste, right?
A devious smile crossed her face. I mean, I couldn't deny that. Maybe if you weren't so gaudy.
Gaudy? How am I gaudy?
Even the way she asked that question seemed gaudy. I don't know, you just are.
Hey, I asked you a question.
Whatever, let's just go already.
What, you think you're better than me or something? 'Cause, you're not, loser.
Did she think I was just gonna sit here and take this? And anyway, I made my way to the teacher's office, so I didn't have to be with her for any longer than necessary. I could tell that the other teachers were staring too. Maybe they weren't used to seeing predator and prey in such close proximity. Do the two of you want to see your report cards early? If that was just his opening, then I was afraid for what was coming next.
I do.
So do I. There was no way I could turn back now. Although, of course, I wasn't about to debase myself for them or anything like that. I was sure of it. But that's strange. I wouldn't expect a gaudy girl like you to be so concerned about her grades that she would do whatever a teacher asked for them. Excuse me, I'm right here.
And would you stop calling me gaudy? I have a name, you know.
Wait, what was I saying? Anyway, I'd like you to help volunteer this weekend. The teacher handed us a flyer. A local preschool was taking volunteers for help. But why me? I just figured you'd probably have free time and nothing better to do. There's a pair of brass knuckles when you need them. And Yuri, you mentioned that you wanted to be a preschool teacher in the future, right? I think this will be a good experience for you.
Well, I guess that's true.
Aren't teachers supposed to treat all their students equally? Great, sounds like it's decided then. Good luck with this weekend. Somehow I felt like he wasn't gonna take a no for an answer, no matter what I said. That's how I ended up having to work together with someone who's at the opposite end of the social ladder as me.
Why do I have to be stuck with such a loser?
After that, the two of us quickly decided to have a meeting about our plan of action for the weekend. The position would be a full day of field placement at the preschool. I guess they were low on staff and needed a few extra hands. You don't gotta put it like that, you know.
Would you rather I called you ugly instead?
That wasn't quite the apology I was hoping for. And you're basing that on what exactly? I'll show you ugly. I'll pull my mask down right now and show you how attractive I am.
Quit your grumbling and let's just get this over with already.
Grumbling?
Besides, you don't set off my hot gaydar at all.
Maybe it's just broken.
Not a chance.
She's not that confident, huh?
It's bad enough that there's no one that hot even going to this school in the first place.
I know it. You only care about looks anyway.
Yeah, so what? Newsflash, all women are like that. If you don't have money, looks, and fame, then what's even the point?
I wish she'd shut up before she ruined my opinion of all girls in general.
Besides, if there was a hot guy like that, I'd make sure they knew they were mine by kissing them before they had a chance to do anything else.
I guess it would be hard to find an opponent that could resist a knockout blow like that, but I couldn't say that her motives were anything but impure. Just how tasteless could she get?
Now quit wasting my time and let's decide on what we're gonna do.
Why do you care either way? Let's just throw some candy and cartoons at them and call it a day.
Are you freaking kidding me right now? I am actually gonna slap you.
Why? Somehow we figured out what to do, and soon it was the first day of volunteer field practice. It was my first time actually being out with another girl my age. My first time going out with a girl, and it has to be you.
I'd almost laugh if it wasn't so pathetic.
Like I expected, she was wearing an outfit that would make anyone's eyes pop out of their sockets at a club. No one would ever guess that she was out on her way to help teach at a preschool. I think you're confused. We're not going to a bar, you know.
What's that supposed to mean?
The truth was, I was never that good around kids myself. Loud and annoying people piss me off in general, and kids are the epitome of that.
Come on, be a horsey. Get on all fours. Be a deer.
But most of all, I hate little brats who think that they can boss people around.
Now be a donkey.
And that's not even the worst thing about this.
Thank you so much for all your help. The kids look like they're having a lot of fun. It's no trouble at all. Playing with kids is like the best thing ever.
The worst part is that I have to sit and watch an airhead like that get praised. Why do I have to be in the same room as her to begin with?
Oh my, you mentioned that you wanted to be a preschool teacher in the future, right? Yep.
I guess the teacher did have a point. If it really was her dream job, then this would definitely be a resume builder. And if she wanted to see if this was really a good fit for her, or figure out some ideas for what the job was really like, then there was no better way to see for herself.
Hey, isn't it hard to breathe with that mask on all the time? I already took mine off and everyone else did too. Are you ugly underneath it or something?
See, this is exactly why I don't want to be here. It's not like I wanted to get laughed at by these demonic little freaks.
What are you guys playing over here?
Oh, thank goodness. Gotti finally decided to make her way over. Maybe now I can finally get some relief.
Takuma isn't taking off his mask. Yeah, he's probably ugly, that's why.
Hey, don't say that. Just because he's worried about how his face would get a failing grade doesn't mean you can be rude about it.
That was even more rude.
Why don't you just, take it off already? We all know the full story anyway. Unless you want to prove you're as hot as you say you are, I mean.
She put on a teasing smile and was talking in a condescending tone. Ugh, you're back on that again.
Well, I haven't seen it myself. Truth be told, I'm actually kind of curious.
Now I kinda just want to see it pull up tighter so that she doesn't get the satisfaction. But on the other hand, if I do take it off, maybe it'll shut these brats up for 5 seconds. Fine. Satisfied? I reluctantly peeled off the mask. When I did, Gotti instantly covered her mouth and pointed, but didn't make a sound. She was stunned, speechless. I guess I really was that ugly, huh? Why do I care so much about what she thinks anyway?
Wow, you're so handsome. I was wrong about you. Good for you.
Well, at least the kids are happy. I didn't think that they would have such a positive reaction. But wait, good for me? What was that supposed to mean?
Well. I guess you really are kinda hot.
At this point, she finally removed her hand from her mouth and was just staring at me with an expression I could only describe as ravenous. A chill ran down my spine.
So, yeah, Good luck with the rest of the field placement and stuff.
Thanks. I wasn't sure why I felt so much dread at that moment, but I continued on with the rest of my job. Finally, another day ended without any further incident, although deep down I knew this was just the beginning, and the vicious cycle would continue next week. Of course, I wanted to see my report card early, but I felt like I was getting an early glimpse into the life of a corporate slave. How do people do this every day? I was so drained I could barely even focus on anything, although I can't complain about getting complimented by a bunch of kids and a cute girl.
Sup, loser?
And speaking of which... Oh, hey Gotti.
Is that just what you're gonna call me forever now?
It was apt to title, as always. What do you want this time? Surely you have better things to do than to spend your time with a loser like me.
Don't worry, I won't take up too much of your time. I just want a kiss.
Talk about shallow. What are you saying?
Like, I don't see what's so hard to understand about it.
Are you listening to yourself? Am I the only one here with the head on straight? Someone please agree with me!
If you keep shouting like that, the whole class is gonna hear you.
I know I'm in the right here, but for some reason I just feel like I lost here. I wasn't sure why, but I felt anger boiling deep inside.
What's the problem? It's just one kiss. It's not the end of the... Oh, now I see. You've never actually kissed anyone before, have you?
You got a death wish or something? Stop looking at me with those pitiful eyes. Sorry, but it's not happening. I'm not gonna fall for any of your dirty little tricks. I'm not gonna lie though, it was pretty cute, and I might not ever get a chance to kiss a hot girl again in my life. Wait, what's all this even about? Did you lose a bet or something?
Maybe I did. What would you say then?
A seductive smile stretched across her face. I couldn't deny that it was making my heart skip a beat a little. She's definitely up to something. At the time, I couldn't figure out what it was. All I could do was sink down into my chair as all the gazes in the room turned towards us. It was lunch break, and I was enjoying myself in my favorite spot on the roof. Nobody else comes up here to bother me today. It was a bit windy, so maybe they were all just nervous their lunches would blow away or something. Either way, I was thankful for the lack of company. Phew, what a day. After Gotti started talking to me, I couldn't enjoy a moment of peace without some guy or another glaring at me. Well, I guess that's just bound to happen when the most popular girl in school decides to strike up a convo with someone who's on the bottommost rung of the social ladders. Up until now, I guess I've had a pretty narrow view of the world, huh?
Hey, there you are.
As I was enjoying my rare time alone, I heard a familiar, shrill voice. Oh, it's you.
What's that supposed to mean, huh? You don't want to see me or something?
I couldn't exactly say that was true.
Jeez, I was looking for you and everything. How do you think I feel being treated so coldly?
Well, how was I supposed to know that? Besides, I never asked her to look for me in the first place. What, you expect me to be grateful or something? What do you even want?
Huh? I thought you might want to enjoy eating lunch together.
I honestly wouldn't. I'm already finished. Can't you just leave already?
Fine, I see how it is. Whatever. Here. Use this to rinse out your mouth.
And why was she offering me mouthwash in the first place? I didn't like where this was going. If it'll get her to leave me alone, then fine.
Here, now chew on these.
Breath mints. I guess it was important to take care of your hygiene after eating.
All right, don't keep me waiting anymore. Let's go.
Wait, hold up! She suddenly threw herself at me, and when I raised my face up to guard myself, they landed on her smooth and graceful face.
What? Don't act like you don't want this, too.
Anyone in my position would be a little freaked out, wouldn't you say?
I told you before, didn't I? When I find a hot guy, I make sure they know they're mine.
I do recall her mentioning something like that in passing.
I never would have expected a loser like you to actually be so hot.
Was she trying to praise me or make fun of me? I was getting mixed signals here. I can't just kiss someone that easily.
Maybe you'll be hesitant at first, but once you try it, you'll be falling head over heels for me.
It was getting harder and harder to say no. Don't think so highly of yourself. I mean, I'm not really that hot in the first place. Wait.
You don't really believe that, do you?
Okay, I guess I'm kinda good looking.
That's for me to decide, wouldn't you say?
What did you want me to say? I barely know how to interact with people. But why are you so determined to do this with me in the first place? Even assuming that I am handsome, what do you see in an uncharismatic weirdo like me?
Maybe you're kind of a weirdo, sure.
Her expression became stern and serious.
But you're hot, and I like that.
I guess I admire your ability to say what you think, although there's such thing as being too honest.
So? If you really don't want this, I'll stop. But you'll never get a chance like this again, so don't say anything you're gonna regret.
She wasn't wrong, but girls certainly weren't tripping over each other to throw themselves at my feet or anything, especially with my personality. But I want my first kiss to be with the person I love!
Kids today still say that kind of thing?
What was that supposed to mean? We're the same age! Somehow I managed to survive until the weekend, and it was time for the second field placement out of our multi-week volunteer period.
Play with me! Prepare yourself. Accept your fate.
Where did these brats even learn phrases like that, Fire Emblem? I'm already tired.
Don't just sit there feeling sorry for yourself, do your job.
Easy for her to say when she's only got the quiet little girls to deal with. I'd like to see how she would handle things in my position. But still, I couldn't help but keep on casting glances in her direction. She really is serious about this, huh? I thought she'd be bored out of her mind doing a job like this, but she was really into it. I guess this really was her passion, huh? But I couldn't just get over how different she was acting from her usual self. For one thing, I didn't even know she had the ability to speak in an inside voice.
Yeah? What is it?
Why do you even want to be a preschool teacher anyway?
I have a lot of siblings. I really like taking care of the younger ones, and if I gotta work anyway, I'd rather spend my time doing something I enjoy, you know?
Sure. That surprisingly makes a lot of sense. It was a pretty respectable explanation, all things considered. If she was that determined, I couldn't help but want to cheer her on.
Bet you didn't expect that, huh?
Honestly, no. I would have thought that you would want to end up as some kind of an ad executive or a personal secretary where you could make those big bucks and blow all your money on cheap thrills.
That would be nice. I guess I do have a few reservations about the salary teachers make. But that's no problem. After all, I'll always have my amazing husband there to rely on.
Why are you clinging to me when you say that?
No reason.
I have to admit your tenacity, at least. I guess choosing a partner based on looks is no worse than any other reason. And I do kinda like people who are honest with themselves. It leaves more of a favorable impression than someone who only cares about their looks, but then tries to delude themselves with the illusion that they like anything deeper.
Hey, maybe you don't like me like that, and that's okay. We can still be friends though, right?
She suddenly blindsided me with a statement that was surprisingly pure. I never expected you to say something like that.
Well, like, you're always alone and stuff. I feel sorry for you. We're in high school, right? We should be, like, totally living it up and stuff.
I mean, I guess I can understand that. I do want to do that stuff, but look at me. It's not like that'll ever happen.
How do you know when you haven't even tried? Besides, I'll be right behind you to help you out.
She flashed a captivating smile. But why would she go that far for my sake? Somehow, I think I knew the reason. Thanks.
Don't mention it. I have my own ulterior motives, too.
Of course she does. But still, I really couldn't hate her. My impression of her at this point couldn't be any more different than when we first interacted. The first piece of advice she gave me was to try going to school without covering my face, so I decided to bite the bullet and try it. I feel so naked. It was always there, so maybe I was just starting to rely on it too much. Why does it feel like I'm doing something so shameful? But I guess I could see how wearing a mask can put an extra distance between me and other people. It's not that big of a deal, I just need to be strong. I plucked up my courage and I made my way into the classroom. And then, when I did... Hey, who's that?
Whoa, he's kinda hot.
He's like straight out of my fantasies.
I couldn't make out clearly what they were all talking about, but I had the feeling they were all chattering about me. Were they making fun of me for how ugly I was? I started to let it get to my head, just 'cause Gotti gave me a compliment or two. But I couldn't hide from the truth. I knew deep down I was as ugly gets. She probably just was being nice to me out of pity. I brought an extra mask just in case. I should probably...
Morning. Why the long face? Chin up, okay? Classes haven't even started yet.
Just when I was starting to put my mask on for safety, Gotti suddenly showed up behind me, and she was being all awfully touchy-feely, and in the way that only she could get away with. I took off my mask like you suggested, but everyone is just calling me ugly anyway.
I'm sure that's not true. You're just imagining the worst. Hey, Yuri. Is this a friend of yours?
No way, they didn't even recognize me?
Huh? What do you mean? This is Takuma, you know? Seriously, he's Takuma? Yep, the same creepy loser you all know and hate.
Okay, where's the pair of brass knuckles when you need them?
That's incredible. I couldn't even recognize you without your mask on.
Why didn't you say anything about how good looking you were?
Yeah, you should have shown your faces ages ago.
I didn't know if it was actually because I took off my mask or Gotti's jokes, but a group of students were actually talking to me. Even yesterday, I never thought that something like that would actually happen to me at all.
See, it was easy once you took the plunge, right?
She turned to me and quietly whispered so that nobody else could hear, and I responded, "Yeah, I guess it was. Thanks again." I couldn't help but smile.
Okay, and I know the best way you can thank me too. Kiss me right here and now.
Okay, man, what is wrong with you? She was way too close and I had no idea what to do. How could she do something like this in public, let alone in front of all of our classmates? She is weirder than I thought.
If you kiss me right now, there won't be anywhere else to run.
I had no idea what to do. Just her getting close to me in the first place was gonna give people the wrong idea. So this was your plan all along, huh? I couldn't hold it against her, though. I didn't know why, but I just couldn't help but keep on smiling.
After school, I forgot something and went back up to the classroom. And there, I walked into a war zone.
What? You want to break up?
Yeah, I'm already dating another girl, so it is what it is. That was my classmate Kuzumi. I heard that he was a player and a scumbag, but it looked like those rumors were true. And the girl, with her hair up in a bun, was senior Momoka Yumeno. Even though she's a senior, and the most beautiful girl in the school, I didn't know she was dating that Kuzumi.
Wait, I can't accept this. It's coming out of nowhere. Did I do something wrong?
Because you're still immature.
What?
I thought an older girl might be a lot more mature, but you're too childish, and it just wasn't for me. Whenever you try to suck up to me, honestly, it's annoying.
No way.
Anyway, I'm done with you now. I'm gonna go out with a college girl who's a lot more mature.
This is too much. We've only been dating for 1 month, though.
Shut up! I realized after 1 month what a boring girl you are. I think a childish boyfriend is a better fit for you. Bye now! Kuzumi didn't even notice me in the hallway, as he laughed and walked out of the sophomore classroom. He seriously is a scumbag. Going through girls just based on how he feels like it? He should know the girls aren't just an accessory.
I can't believe this.
As for Momoka, she was crouched down on the spot and crying. I'm sure anybody would be devastated when being broken up with like that. I can't just leave her like that. I walked into the classroom, and I headed towards Momoka. Are you okay?
Who are you?
My name is Naoto Manaka. I'm a student in this class.
So, you're a sophomore. Were you watching all of that?
I'm sorry. I came back to grab something that I forgot, and I just happened to see it.
I see. I'm sorry that you had to see that.
Please, don't worry about me. You're the one that had to suffer.
Thanks. Even though I'm older, I'm really no good, am I? I always cry really fast, and I guess these are the parts of me that are so childish.
I don't think so.
What?
Even though you were just dumped by your boyfriend and heartbroken, you were still nice to me, even though we just met. I think you're a really kind and amazing person.
Naoto?
You shouldn't waste your tears on a guy that said such awful things. Sorry, I'm a third party, and I shouldn't be putting in my 2 cents. Sorry.
No, you were just trying to cheer me up, right? Thanks, Naoto.
It was my first time seeing her smile that up close, but she was super cute. Who does Kuzumi think he is? Calling someone as sweet and attractive as Momoka immature and childish.
I don't know why I fell for a guy like that. In the beginning, I thought he was a really nice and really good person. But little by little, his attitude started to change. And he started hanging out with other girls like it was nothing. Maybe it really is because I'm so childish. That's so frustrating.
Tears started forming in Momoka's eyes again. How could you mess around with the heart of somebody this kind? That bastard Kuzumi! I won't forgive him! Momoka, do you still like Kuzumi?
I don't know. I feel like I've opened my eyes already. But I'm just really frustrated that he broke up with me for the reason that I'm childish?
Well then, let's get revenge on him.
What?
You're going to become such a mature woman that even Kuzumi's going to regret breaking up with you. And when he comes crying back to try to get back with you, you can say to him, I'm not interested in a little kid who's younger than me. What do you think? Doesn't it feel good to imagine it?
So I become more mature and get back at him? Yeah, that might be a good idea. Thanks. I am going to become a more mature girl, and I'm going to get back at that guy.
As she said that, a smile came back to Momoka's face. Thank goodness. Looks like even someone as plain as me was able to be of some help to her.
Hey, Naoto, I have a favor to ask you. Will you hear me out?
Sure, if you don't mind that it's me.
In order to get that guy back, I was wondering if you might help me?
Help you? What do you want me to do?
You see, would you become my boyfriend?
What? Wait. Things just took a crazy turn that I don't understand.
Well, to be correct, I want you to become my fake boyfriend.
Fake boyfriend?
I thought it might not be enough for me to just become a little bit more mature. So if I'm going to do this, I think I would be able to cause more damage to him if I had a really wonderful boyfriend.
I see, but I'm just a plain little guy, you know? I don't think I'm fit to play the role of your boyfriend.
That's not true at all, because you're really nice and handsome, Naoto.
Handsome?
Please, you're the only person that I can ask, Naoto. I want you to be my fake boyfriend. Would that not be okay?
What's with the strength of her pleading like this? Forget being childish. This is way too cute! Sure, I understand. If you don't mind that it's me, I'll help you. Let's get back at Kuzumi together.
Really? Oh, thank you so much, Naoto.
Momoka jumped up right on that spot, and she showed me the biggest smile of that day. To be honest, I have a hard time believing that I could play the role of a boyfriend, but there was a beautiful girl that was sad right in front of my eyes, and I couldn't just leave her. Plus, I'd also had enough of Kuzumi. How can he treat his girlfriend like a game and just change them out however he wants? I can't forgive him! I'm definitely going to make him regret breaking up with Momoka!
By the way, what am I supposed to do so that I can become more mature?
I have an idea. If you happen to be free this weekend, would you like to go to the hair salon?
Naoto, I knew I could count on you. I want to go.
Then it's decided. And so, that was how our plan to get back at Kuzumi began. The next day, after school, I was on my way home while sending messages back and forth with Momoka. So, we're going to meet this weekend at... Wait, Isn't that Kuzumi? Seriously, older girls are the best, you know? They're mature, and they let you hold them straight away. You changed girls again, huh? Does that mean you got rid of Momoka? Well, yeah. I don't need a kid like that. A college girl's the way to go. That bastard. He has no idea how much he hurt Momoka. And that's his attitude? I couldn't hold in my anger, so I grabbed Kuzumi's shoulder. Hey, Kuzumi. Huh? Is that you, Naoto? What do you want? About Momoka. She's working hard to show you what you're missing. You better clean your hands and be ready. Huh? Who the hell do you think you are? Wait, where are you going? Hey! I only said what I needed to say, and I left the scene. Ugh. Now I have even more motivation to make this succeed. Momoka, we are definitely going to get back at him and show him. That weekend, Momoka and I arrived at the beauty salon. We're here. My older sister, she works here.
I didn't know that. So she's going to cut my hair into a more mature hairstyle today, right? It makes me nervous. Do you think I can look more mature?
Don't worry, because you're already super cute, Momoka.
What? Cute?
What's the matter?
Don't say that so nonchalantly. You're a little bit airheaded, aren't you?
Why does she seem upset? Did I say something weird? Anyway, let's just go inside.
Welcome.
Hey, sis. Thanks for letting us come today.
Oh, it's just you, Naoto. I wasted a smile on you.
That's the first thing you're gonna say?
I'm just kidding. You're just so easy to tease, Naoto.
Come on. You haven't changed at all, have you? The person who was having fun teasing me was Miki Manaka. She's my older sister, a hairstylist. I'd already explained the situation about Momoka to her, and I made sure to make a reservation. Hey Miki, this is Momoka Yumeno. She has an appointment with you for a haircut.
Hi, I'm Momoka. Thank you for having me today. What? How is someone as unpopular as Naoto here with such a beautiful girl?
Don't call me unpopular!
But it's the truth, isn't it?
I'm telling you not to say it because it's the truth! You're gonna make me cry!
You really are such a funny kid, Naoto. Anyway, my name is Miki Manaka. I'm going to be in charge of your haircut today. Nice to meet you. From what I've heard, you want to have a more mature haircut that's like a college student? Yes, but I didn't know what to do on my own, so... Got it. You can leave it to me.
My sister was on board, and so she started the haircut. And then, an hour later...
What do you think?
Whoa. Her look did change, but it was natural, and it really suited her.
Hey, say something. Does it not look good?
It looks super good on you!
Whoa, you scared me.
I thought you looked cute with your hair up in a bun, but you also look beautiful with your hair down like this. You look mature and beautiful, and you look like a college student who's also working as a model.
Whoa, stop right there. Don't compliment me so much. It's embarrassing, you idiot.
Sorry, I got excited and a little carried away. She looked more like an adult now, but she was blushing like a child, and the way she was squirming was way too cute. Wait, no, this is not the time for me to be all over her. We still weren't finished yet. Hey, Miki, will you cut my hair next?
Yeah, come on.
Thanks. You better make me ridiculously handsome.
Who do you think you're talking to? Leave it to me. What? You're also going to cut your hair, Naoto?
Yeah, I'm sorry to ask, but would you mind waiting for a little bit?
Sure, I don't mind that, but why? For a change of mood?
No, that's not it. Because I decided that I would also put in some effort with you. You know, I'm your fake boyfriend, aren't I? I just thought that you would be able to get back at Kuzumi better if you were going out with a handsome guy. So for you as well, I'm going to become a good-looking guy.
Naoto, I can't believe you're doing that much just for me. Sheesh, you're too nice.
Momoka, we're going to get back at Kuzumi together.
You're right, let's do this. My goodness, you two should just date already.
What? Miki? Did you say something?
Nothing. Come on, I'm going to cut your hair, so hurry up and sit down.
And so, I also got a haircut by my sister. Momoka, how is it? Wait a minute. Was I not able to become handsome?
No, that's not it. The opposite. You look way too handsome.
What? Really?
Yeah, you look really great. It made my heart skip a beat.
Don't say it while you're blushing like that. It's going to make my heart stop beating. And so, we thanked my sister and left the salon. Momoka, do you still have some time today?
Yeah, I left the whole day open today.
I'm glad. In that case, would you like to go shopping? I was thinking that maybe we can choose some clothes together.
What? But I would feel bad to make you come with me to do that.
Please, don't worry about it. I also want to make Kuzumi deeply regret this.
Why are you doing this much for me? You and we didn't have any connection before this, did we? And yet, why are you doing all this?
Because it's irritating, isn't it? Momoka, you're this kind and this wonderful of a girl, and that Kuzumi was saying such awful things, so I want to make Kuzumi regret ever breaking up with you.
Naoto, do you really think that I'm a wonderful girl?
What? Oh, well, did I say something weird?
Not at all. I'm really happy. Thank you, Naoto.
Momoka's so cute when she smiles. It's blinding!
Oh, your cheeks are red. Are you blushing?
What? Now even you're teasing me, Momoka!
Sorry? Well then, shall we go buy some clothes together?
Momoka, yes, let's go.
I tried this one on. What do you think?
Wow, it looks good on you. You're looking even more like a college student.
Really? Thank you. Well then, I guess I'll buy this one. I'll choose your clothes for you too, Naoto.
That would be helpful. I don't have any fashion sense.
Really? Well then, maybe I'll make you my type of boyfriend.
Please do go with that.
It kind of feels like a date. This is fun. If only you were my real boyfriend, that would be better.
What? Is that?
Imagine that. Come on, let's go.
Well, it kind of looks like her cheeks are red, but am I just seeing things? Earlier, she definitely said, if only you were my real boyfriend. If Momoka became my real girlfriend, then I wonder how I would feel. She's kind, she's cute, and even though she's older, she does have some childish parts to her. She's an amazing person. Oh no. I think that I've fallen for Momoka, but I'm just her fake boyfriend. There's no way that I could ever be her real boyfriend.
Naoto, thank you, truly, for today. I'm looking forward to our revenge plan for tomorrow, my younger fake boyfriend.
Yes. Maybe it's because she changed her look, but Momoka's expression was ever so slightly more mature, and it made my heart beat louder. At the start of the week, it was the day that we were going to get back at Kuzumi. In our meeting, we decided that Momoka was going to come to my classroom in the morning, and there, she was going to show off to Kuzumi that she and I were dating. When Kuzumi sees how mature Momoka looks, he's definitely going to be jealous. We spent the whole weekend to prepare. I was sure this plan was going to succeed. When I walked into the classroom, I felt my classmates staring at me.
Hey, we don't have anybody like that in our class, did we? He is super good looking. Should we try talking to him? What? No, that's so embarrassing. Wait, that person, isn't he sitting in Naoto's seat? He looked really plain before, but I wonder if he changed up his look. What? He's totally my type.
This is bad. Why is there so much attention on me? This situation was not part of the plan. It's awkward. Oh, come on. Please hurry up and come to the classroom, Momoka.
Naoto, good morning.
She's here. Nice timing, Momoka. Good morning. Wait, what are you doing?
I'm hugging you. You're my boyfriend, so of course I am.
You don't have to show that much, though.
What? Naoto is dating the senior Momoka? But also, Momoka also looks totally different. She looks more like an adult. She's beautiful.
We had the attention of the entire classroom. To be honest, it was super embarrassing. But this was how much people noticed. I was sure Kuzumi would also realize soon. Wait a minute! You? Is that Momoka? And next to you, Naoto? You? Even though you're so plain and a loser, what? How? I'm going to be dating Momoka now. And in order to become a guy worthy of her, I changed my look. No way! Momoka, who looks beautiful now, with a loser like you? That's right. I told you to wipe your hands and wait, didn't I? Whatever. I don't have any business with you anyway. Well, you look beautiful now. You changed your look because you wanted me to like you, didn't you? Thanks. So let's get back together.
Huh? No way, I have a boyfriend. And you have a girlfriend too, don't you?
You're a higher level than that girl, so she's useless now. So you can go out with me now.
Is that so? You're the worst.
Huh?
There's no way that I would make myself look more mature to date someone like you. I like someone like Naoto, who is a kind person. And you just mess around with girls like they're toys. I hate you. Don't ever talk to me again.
What did you just say? Who do you think you are?
Stop. Don't come over here.
No matter how much you try to act like an adult, you're just a little kid on the inside. You're a joke. You're the one who's the joke, Kuzumi. You're just angry that you're not getting your way, aren't you? So who's the little kid? You cheating bastard? I'm not going to give Momoka to anybody. So back off. You better not get carried away, you loser!
Huh? Who do you think you are? Did you really just call your girlfriend useless? So, I guess the rumors were true that you're messing around with girls. You're beyond crap.
What? No! That was just... You see?
Shut up! You're the enemy of all girls. We're not going to let you get away with hurting Momoka.
I'm sorry! Kuzumi was being booed by all of the girls in the class, and he was panicking. Maybe he'll finally get it with this.
Naoto, do you want to get out of this classroom?
What? Wait, Momoka! I didn't know what was going on, but Momoka pulled my hand and brought me up to the rooftop.
I feel so much better.
I feel a lot better too. I'm really glad you were able to get back at him, Momoka.
Yeah, thank you for helping me, Naoto.
I didn't really do that much. It was only because of your hard work, Momoka.
No, it's all thanks to you, Naoto. You had my back and pushed me to do it. That's why I was able to work hard. You are so nice and so determined. You were a really reliable boyfriend.
Momoka.
What I said to that guy earlier, it was the truth, you know? I like you and how kind you are, Naoto. So, if you like, I was hoping that you wouldn't be my fake boyfriend and that you would become my real boyfriend. Would that be okay?
Momoka looked up at me with the sweetest eyes. The reason why my heart was beating like this was because I'd already fallen for her. What I said to Kuzumi earlier, that's how I truly feel. I don't want to give you to anybody, Momoka. Please, will you go out with me?
I'm an older girl who likes to be spoiled and is childish, but is that okay?
I like you just the way you are, Momoka.
Naoto. Well then, I don't have to hesitate anymore. There!
Momoka! We can't be this close to each other at school!
So, not at school? Okay. Well then, it would be okay at home, right?
Home? A date at home right after we started going out, for a loser like me, that's a really high hurdle.
You said that you like me as I am, right?
All right. At home, it would be fine.
Thanks. Well then, I'm gonna come to your classroom to pick you up after school. I can't wait for you to spoil me a lot.
I didn't know she was this childish. Even though she looks so mature, she acts way too cute. But this is what I like so much about her. Let's get back to the classroom then. We're gonna be late for class.
I don't wanna. I wanna be like this for just a little bit longer.
Oh, sheesh, come on. Just a little bit, okay?
Yeah, your chest is so warm.
Her cheeks were pink as she nestled into my arms, and she looked a little bit more childish than normal, and I didn't want to let her go. I'll tell you what high school is like in the countryside. Even the students who look like delinquents are my friends. Yo! The guy with the ducktail haircut is the son of the fish market owner who I used to play with when I was young. And the guy next to him was the son of an okonomiyaki restaurant owner. I go there at least a couple of times a month. Oh, I, by the way, am Taiyo Asano, a freshman in high school. I'm the only son of a businessman. I'm the eldest son, born from an easygoing mother who's a housewife and a shy father. I expected my life to change once I got into high school, but it was peaceful, and like an extension of middle school. Well, maybe that's just how it was in the countryside. I wanted to at least find one girlfriend now that I was a high schooler, but there currently isn't a sign of anything or anyone like that in my life. Everyone around me was far from that life too, and so I was far from having a romantic life. You don't get to meet too many people in the countryside.
Morning. Hey, Taiyo, I have big news. Big news.
The girl who came into the classroom full of energy is my childhood friend, Mahiru Hoshikawa. We've been close since kindergarten, and she's basically a childhood friend. Still, as people who live in the countryside, both of us had many childhood friends. Ugh. You're so energetic in the morning, Mahiru.
We don't have time for that. My mom is a teacher here, right? So I heard something amazing.
I bet it's about how the Fujihara household gave birth to their 6th child or something.
Gosh, that's not even big news. Besides, there's nothing else to do in the countryside other than to do the deed anyway.
Hey, don't say things like that in this time and age. You're gonna get cancelled.
But it's true.
Apologize. Apologize to everyone who lives in the countryside.
The praying mantis that walks along the road does it more than the people.
They're suffering from parasitic worms, don't you know?
Ugh, I hate bugs.
I'm surprised you're surviving in the countryside.
That's because you're here, Taiyo. Wait, that's not what I wanted to talk about. A transfer student is coming.
Our classmates in the room began to murmur from Mahiru's shocking statement. I also froze for a moment from her words.
Plus, she's a girl who moved here from the city. It's a city girl,
Don't talk about her like she's from a foreign land. But why to the middle of nowhere?
Do you think she has a phone? We still use pagers.
If you keep making fun of the countryside like that, the entire town is going to shun you.
What? We're not going to shun her. I want to be friends with her.
I was talking about you, stupid!
Do you think she smells good? The city smell.
We have to do something about you first. I'm going to introduce the transfer student today. Make sure you're all nice. You can choose any seat you like, okay? If you have any problems, come talk to me right away. Oh god, even the teacher is clearly acting differently.
That's the city aura, Taiyo. In the city, $1 is 150 yen, and the ramen is like $30, right?
$1's still 150 yen in the countryside, stupid. Why is the countryside operating on dollars? But she really is super beautiful. She's like an adult.
She's like a princess. You don't see girls like that around here.
If only you were that calm.
You can't live in the countryside with that kind of soft attitude.
You two right there! Be quiet!
My name is Mitsuki Yano. Nice to meet you all.
Yano-san bowed her head with a clean posture, and everyone cheered. The boys were already captivated. She became popular immediately. Still, she was completely out of my league, so it was none of my business.
I actually came to this school for a reason. I've been waiting for this day for a long time. I finally saw you again. Taiyo Asano, my dear husband, please marry me.
What? What? Hold on a second. What? Hey, Taiyo! What the hell does that mean? How am I supposed to know? Yano-san, right? You shouldn't joke around like that.
It's not a joke. See? Our marriage documents.
Everything is filled out perfectly, isn't it? Wait, that's not it!
We were able to get married at 16 until last year, but But still, the man has to be 18 years old, so we have to wait 2 years either way. How unfortunate.
Oh, that's not what I wanted to say.
I know, you wanted to talk about our new home, right?
Absolutely wrong!
Land is cheaper here, unlike the city, so I don't think we have to worry about the number of rooms for our kids.
That's not what I'm talking about either! I would love for someone to explain. For some reason, Yano-san, the transfer student, was confessing her feelings, or more like proposing to me. I guess the city's much more advanced. The people there get their allowance from sugar daddies.
What? We are shunning you! Spit it out, Tayo. It was a dating app, wasn't it?
It's not! I've never even used dating apps in the first place!
Well, what is that transfer student talking about then?
I'd like to ask the same thing. There was a lot of commotion in the classroom after that. My childhood friends had suddenly become unfriendly, and it was a big mess. Not only that, but Yano-san asked me to marry her every time I bumped into her. I quickly became a celebrity in the school too. In a bad way. I was exceptionally surprised when she was waiting for me in front of the bathroom.
So what are you gonna do, Tayo? Do you like Yano-san?
We just met. I don't think I can get into that mindset right away. If anything, she made a huge mess of my life. So I think I'm not a huge fan of her.
That's true. There's no way such a beautiful girl would be a match for you anyway.
Oh, you're hurting my feelings by being so straight up.
You're more fit for a simple marriage with a childhood friend anyway, Tayo. You start dating for no special reason, get married for no special reason, have kids for no special reasons, and live a decently happy life.
I'd like a little more adventure, though. Either way, what am I supposed to do?
Hey, Tayo, I just thought of a great idea.
Oh, seriously?
Yep, Yano-san should give up on you if we go through with this.
As expected from you, my childhood friend. You're so dependable. After some deliberate discussion with Mahiru, I ended up playing the role of a terrible guy. By showing Yano-san that I was a jerk, we planned to make her hate me. I didn't think much about it at the time, and agreed to Mahiru's idea. But I quickly regretted it. The reason for that was...
You are awful. You said you'd wear a condom.
What? It's none of my business if you get pregnant! Deal with it on your own!
I am still a high schooler. What am I supposed to do?
Shut up! Hey, listen to those guys. I knew they'd do it someday, but... Are you trying to end my social life before you make Yano-san disappointed in me?
Who cares? It's just a difference between being early and doing it later.
Wait, what? What does that mean? I became the #1 asshole in the school, all because I followed Mahiru's plan. In fact, I was already being called to a meeting with my teacher. Even if the plan went successfully, what am I going to do with my reputation that dropped to hell? Mahiru was happy about it for some reason. It was so annoying!
Tayo-kun, even if you're an irresponsible jerk, I'm totally okay with it, okay? I don't have siblings. Families in the countryside have lots of children, right? That's why I'm so excited.
Just because you make that face and say you're excited, I don't know what to do. Yano-san, I appreciate the thought, but it's too early to get married. Besides, why me?
Why do you think?
I was just asking you that.
You're so nice, Tayo-kun. You're not cut out for this asshole act, you know.
Yano-san completely saw through the act. It was probably Mahiru's lack of knowledge, but why me? I sighed loudly. 16 years that I haven't had a girlfriend. I, Tayo Asano, was still hung up over my first love. I promised a girl that I would marry her. It wasn't Yano-san, it was Moon-chan, who I was in the same class with for a year when I was a 4th grader. Moon-chan was physically weak and moved to the countryside with her mother for treatment. She moved back home within a year, but since I was neighbors with her, we were fairly close. But my first love wasn't Moonchan, it was her mother. "Thank you for playing with my daughter," she would say. She was always kind and gave me snacks. When I came home dirty from playing with Moonchan, she would fill up a bath for me. I had completely fallen in love with Moonchan's beautiful mother.
Tayo-kun, do you promise not to forget about me? Of course not. Now that you're better, let's hang out again, okay? Yeah. Tayo-kun, will you marry me when I grow up? Marry? You want to get married, Moonchan? If it means that I can be with you forever. If I'm with you forever, Moonchan, that means I'll be with your mom forever too, right? Sure. Let's get married. Yay! Thank you, Tayo-kun. I promise to come back here, okay? I'll be waiting for you too, Moonchan. Goodbye, Tayo-kun.
And so, our friendship ended after only 1 year. Mahiru and I were in different classes at the time, so she doesn't know much about Moonchan. In the first place, Mahiru, who was very lively and active, was the complete opposite of Moonchan, who was quiet and reserved. They weren't the type of people to even play together. The faint memories of my first love and the promise of marriage gradually faded away in my hectic daily life. All that was left were the feelings I had for my first love, that I hid deeply within my heart.
How's school, Mitsuki-chan? Is it fun? Yeah, I met Tayo-kun again, but I still have a lot of work to do. Gosh, you're always talking about Tayo-kun. Who cares? Besides, I know that Tayo-kun liked you, Mom. Is that so? I'm a little embarrassed. I knew you were seducing Tayo-kun with your sexy body. Listen, sweetie, there is no way I'd do such a thing to an elementary school boy. What are you going to do if Tayo-kun confesses his feelings to you now then, huh? Oh, gosh, if that happens, oh goodness. What's with that look on your face? But think about it, Mitsuki-chan. A girl can't help but get nervous if a wonderful boy chases after her, no matter what age she is. You can't. I'm not going to give him to you, Mom. But Tayo-kun's handsome, so it seems like I have a lot of enemies. Mitsuki-chan, love is always a battle. Whoever steals his heart first wins. What should I do? Mitsuki-chan, it's common knowledge since ancient times that a woman's biggest weapon is her body, don't you know? If only Tayo-kun was a womanizer and a complete jerk.
And so, the Yano household had a troubled night once more. Her mother was the one who suggested the Feel the Butterflies Operation Sudden Marriage documents. But I wonder if she'll ever realize that her idea was a mistake. The Yano household was shrouded in mystery. You said we were going to have a meeting to talk about our plan, but your strategy isn't working at all.
That's so weird. Besides, why does Yano-san like you that much?
I want to ask the same question. After completing Operation Jerk Who Got His Classmate Pregnant, we went with Operation Domestic Violence, Operation Hentai Who Peeks at Girls' Underwear, and Operation Cheap Asshole Who Collects Dimes Under the Vending Machine. But they were all fails. Despite the reactions of those around me, Yano-san's feelings for me didn't change for some reason.
Hey, Tayo, then what if you actually make me your girlfriend or something?
You, Mahiru? I don't think so.
Why not?
I mean, you're just my childhood friend, right? Besides, Mahiru, you don't have boobs.
What did you say? What the hell did you just say, Tayo? Huh? Huh? Are you saying girls with no chest have no rights?
Oh, hold on, I didn't say that!
You basically did, stupid. I don't have boobs? Are you being serious right now? I do. I actually do.
You stupid! What are you doing?
Why don't you pick at your eyeballs and look? These are my
Stop it! Any more than that, and you'll be in violation of the terms and conditions of YouTube! The ugly argument lasted for 10 minutes. Let's act like that didn't happen, and look through our photo album.
Who are you talking to?
Come on. Anyway, this is so nostalgic. Oh, it's baby Mahiru. You haven't changed at all. Mahiru was a cutting board since this time.
Gosh, you're so rude. You saw that, so you better take responsibility and make me your wife.
Ah, I'm so sorry.
Anyway, Yano-san acts as if she's met you before, doesn't she? Maybe she's on this photo album. What's wrong, Tayo?
It's this! Mahiru!
Who is this? I was in a different class that year, so I don't know her.
I get it now. I know now! That girl, Yano-san, was actually Moon-chan! When I checked the names written on the album, her name was there! Mitsuki Yano. I couldn't read her name at the time, so I called her Mangetsu-chan. And since Mangetsu means full moon, I started to call her Moon-chan. That means Yano-san remembered that promise.
What? What does that mean, Tayo?
It's true that she and I didn't just meet recently. In fact, I explained everything to Mahiru.
So what? You have a perfect childhood friend like me in your life, but you cheated on me and even promised to marry her?
I want to point out a lot of things, but that sounds about right.
You idiot! What the hell did you do? Tayo, are you really going to marry Yano-san?
Come on. It was a promise from when we were kids.
But you made her a promise, didn't you?
Well, yeah, but
If you want to bring up promises, I promised to marry you when we were kids too, Tayo.
what?
Don't tell me you forgot. I can't believe you.
Wait, when was that?
We said it all the time when we were in elementary school.
You're joking.
Tayo, me or Yano-san? Who are you going to choose?
That's...
Of course, it's me, right? You even saw my earlier.
I didn't look. I know it's late, but will you show me?
Idiot.
Despite what she said, Mahiru was a kind childhood friend who almost showed me. I never would have thought that you were Moon-chan, Yano-san.
Tayo-kun, you remembered.
Yeah. I was looking at my old photos and realized...
So, you remember your promise to me too?
But I thought I'd never see you again. That's why, when we were suddenly reunited, I haven't organized my thoughts yet, and...
It's okay, as long as you remember. I'm going to make you fall in love with me more and more from now on.
The person I liked back then was...
Yep, I know. My mom, right?
You knew?
I loved you, Tayo-kun. Of course I'd notice. Even after we separated, I always remembered my promise to you. That's what motivated me and always gave me courage. That's why I came back.
I see.
That's why, I'll say it again. I like you, Tayo-kun. I want to marry you.
That's...
In fact, if you choose me, my mom will come with me as a package deal. Don't you want to get both mother and daughter?
What are you saying?
My mom was making a face too, so I bet you could convince her if you tried. Mine isn't as big as my mom's, but it's still big, so you'd be scoring a huge deal, Tayo-kun.
This is a man's dream.
Hold on a second!
Mahiru?
Oh, Hoshikawa-san. Why are you being so easily seduced?
It's not that easy! I'm having a very serious debate right now!
You were easily seduced by me earlier. You were just so easy. A man's dream? What the hell is that?
But it's a 2-in-1 deal! Of course I'd have to think about...
You idiot! You too, Yano-san. It's unfair of you to use your mom and Tayo's first love to get what you want. But my mother gave me her permission. She did? I'll have to discuss this with my mom once I get home, too.
Stop! Stop that!
Either way, Tayo is my husband. I'm not going to give him to you, Yano-san. Me too. I've been waiting to reunite with Tayo-kun my whole life. I'm not going to give him up. Tayo, you can't be seduced by a girl who only has a nice body. Someone like me is more fit to be with you. Forget what she said. She didn't even wait for you. Let's have some fun with you, me and my mom, okay? Tayo and I have a critical mission to save Japan's declining birth rate and aging population. Me too. I'm gonna marry Tayo-kun and have lots of beautiful babies.
Hold on. Hey, you guys! We're getting a lot of attention!
You're a mentally ill stalker woman. You're an overly obsessed childhood friend.
That's Asano-kun, the famous scum.
What? The one who's been rumored to switch from one girl to the other?
I heard he physically abuses those girls too.
He's an enemy to all females.
How did this happen? Thanks to the sudden appearance of a classmate I promised to marry, my school life got caught in the chaos of a hurricane. I became the biggest asshole on campus. Who am I going to choose after this? No one knew the answer to that yet.
You'll choose me, won't you, Tayo? I've been with you all this time. Isn't it an ironclad rule of romance that you choose the main character who you promised to marry when you were young?
Let go of me, you beautiful women!
Stop it! Tayo's mine!
Oh, come on! Who the hell are you? Don't make things any more complicated! We want to see how cool you are! Chug, 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 chug! Yeah! My name is Akira Miyamae. I'm a college student attending the Yuki University. I ended up joining a matchmaking party to fill in an empty spot, but I was already regretting my decision. Who would have thought I'd have to drink this much? Yes?
Aren't you drinking a little too much? Are you aware of how fast you're drinking?
Oh, right. I'm sorry. That surprised me. I didn't think she would talk to me. This absolutely unimaginable beauty is Yui Kagura, a student at the Yuki University. Excelling in both academics and sports, and owner of beautiful facial features, on top of that, she came from a wealthy family. She was undoubtedly out of my league. We coincidentally ended up sitting next to each other, but I didn't know how to talk to her, and could only be nervous. Of course, every boy at our college was trying to get with her, but she gave them no attention. She not only turned down dates, but she also wouldn't even eat with any of them. That's why she was given the nickname Cold-Blooded Beauty. It was a name that signified both her beauty and unfriendliness. Now, why was someone like her participating in today's matchmaking party? That was the real mystery.
You're going to regret it later if you force yourself, you know.
You're right. But I have a hard time saying no in situations like this.
The fact that you're saying things like that is where you're making your mistake.
I'm sorry. Hey, Kagura-san! Would you like to come over to our table to talk? I mean, you haven't been drinking that much, have you? Let us order something for you. There they are again. How many boys have asked her the same question at this point?
No, thank you. Besides, I don't drink alcohol.
Oh, yes. Sorry about that. Wow, she turned them down with one shot. More importantly, it's crazy that she can use that excuse at a matchmaking party.
Hey, are you drinking enough, Akira?
Oh, senpai, hello. This energetic girl is Sumika Hatayama. She's a friendly and reliable senpai and invites me to matchmaking parties often.
Gosh, you really saved me. We couldn't get enough people today. Come on, my present to you. Drink more, drink more.
What? Oh, yes. Thank you.
Wow, what a good chug.
Huh? Shoot! I feel Kagura-san's cold glare on me.
You're a really good guy, aren't you? All right, to thank you, you can bring me home today, you know.
Senpai, I think you're drinking too much. At that moment, someone slammed the table hard. When I looked up, I saw Kagura-san's hand on the table. The matchmaking party was now silent.
Miyame-san?
Yes? What is it?
You should probably head home now, don't you think?
I understand. I'll head home right now. I didn't think I'd get chased out of the matchmaking party. I mean, honestly, I don't like alcohol or matchmaking parties, so that was a relief. Oh god, but this is bad. Did I do something to make Kagura-san mad? Oh shoot, I don't know! It seems like I was more drunk than I thought, and I was about to trip.
Are you okay?
What? Kagura-san?
See, you were drinking too much. I'll lend you my shoulder, so get a grip on yourself.
Why are you here? What about the matchmaking party?
I left. Anyway, are you going to be able to get home okay?
The thing is, I live pretty far from here, so I'm probably gonna get a taxi.
Got it. In that case, come to my house since I live close by.
What, really? I'll take you up on that offer. Wait, what? Before I knew it, the prettiest girl at my university had brought me to her house. For some reason, I was in an insanely fancy room. What the hell is going on?
Can you drink some water?
Thank you.
Please lie down after you drink that. I'll bring you a blanket.
She's so kind. She's like a different person from the matchmaking party. I'm sorry for making you do all this for someone like me.
You have to learn from your mistakes and figure out how to say no, okay?
After that, Kagura-san thoroughly took care of me so that I'd be comfortable. Honestly, she was like a goddess. Kagura-san, I'm sorry about earlier.
What are you talking about?
The matchmaking party. I made you angry, despite the fact that it was unintentional.
I wasn't angry. It looked like you actually hated alcohol and matchmaking parties, so if you continued forcing yourself and drinking, I was worried that something terrible would happen.
Huh? You did that all for me?
The fact that I sort of chased you out of there was for another reason, but...
Huh?
I'm the one who should be apologizing. I'm sorry that I sort of chased you out of the matchmaking party.
No, it's totally fine. In fact, you saved me.
I'm glad you said that, but I ruined the lively matchmaking party too. I've always been like this. I can't read the room and am bad at cooperation. That's why I'm always alone.
That's unexpected. I always thought you were just a strong woman who knew how to survive on her own.
It's not like that at all. I'm just antisocial. I get nervous and don't know how to interact well with people. But before I knew it, people just started calling me unfriendly. I don't even have any friends.
Kagura-san always seemed like someone from another world, but right now, she's kind of... cute.
Huh?
Kagura-san, you're very cute. If everyone saw you right now, I'm sure they'd like you even more.
There's no way that's true. Miyame-san, are you still drunk?
I'm not very good at interacting with people either, so I feel more connected to you. Plus, you noticed that I was forcing myself at the matchmaking party, and even took care of me like this. You truly are a wonderful and amazing woman, Kagura-san.
Don't make fun of me.
I'm serious! I'm certain you can make lots of friends, Kagura-san. I guarantee it!
Will you...
Huh?
Will you be my friend then, Miyami-san?
Of course! Just like that, I became friends with Yui Kagura, the most beautiful girl at our university. Since that day, Kagura-san and I started spending time together on campus. We sat next to each other during lectures, ate lunch together, and helped each other with our homework. In the beginning, I was nervous because of Kagura-san's beauty. Kagura-san was also reserved, and like a stranger, but we slowly started to become closer. Before we realized it, her expressions became a lot more natural, and recently, she would even show me her bright smile.
Miyami-san, we have the same lecture next, right?
Yes, we do.
Let's go to class together then.
Kagura-san's a lot cuter. She's like a different person from a little while ago. I feel so blessed when I can see that smile up close.
Oh, also, did you eat the new lunch menu in the cafeteria? It's super delicious.
Oh, really? I haven't tried it yet.
Let's eat it together sometime soon then.
She's so cute. Wait, no! Kagura-san is my friend. Don't expect romance from her or anything out of my reach like that.
Hey, Akira, Yui-chan.
Oh, senpai. Hello.
Hello, Hatayama-senpai.
What is it?
I mean, you two are so close now.
Well, we are friends, so...
Exactly, we're friends. Oh, is that so? Either way, Yui-chan, you're a lot friendlier recently, aren't you? I am? Yep. You're able to talk to me a lot more naturally, and everyone's talking about how you're even cuter than before. If that's the case, it's all thanks to Miyame-san. That's what she said, Akira. What's your reaction?
Why do I need to tell you that out loud?
Say it. You're the man who changed the prettiest girl in our college.
Don't say it like that! Even when senpai is sober, she still acts like she's drunk.
You two are very close, aren't you? Oh, Yui-chan. Oh, Honoka-chan. We have the same lecture next, right? Let's go to class together. Oh, I'm sorry. I already promised Miyame-san that I'd go to class with him. Oh, I see. Well, that sucks.
You don't have to worry about me, Kagura-san. You should go with her since she invited you.
What? But, are you Yui-chan's boyfriend?
What?
Boyfriend? I mean, you're always together. Everyone on campus is talking about it.
That's not it. Kagura-san and I are just friends. I'll see you later then, Kagura-san.
Oh, yes.
Kagura-san was always an attractive person. With a bright and friendly attitude, it was no surprise that everyone would love her. Unlike me, she should be able to be friends with any type of person. I should probably take a step back from now on. Kagura-san's popularity only continued to grow after that. She made a lot of friends and was always surrounded by people. In comparison, the time that Kagura-san and I spent together decreased. Her dream had come true, so I did my best not to bother her.
Hey, Akira!
What is it?
Come on, don't give me that reaction. If you're going to be upset about it, you should just confess your feelings to Yui-chan already.
There's no way I can do that.
Why not? Confess.
She's the prettiest girl in our college. She won't pay any attention to me.
If you're okay with that, I guess, then, will you date me?
I don't feel like playing along with your jokes right now.
It's not a joke, I'm serious.
What?
I actually like you a lot, Akira. I can't leave you alone when I see you sad. I'll cheer you up if you want.
Thank you so much, senpai. But I'm sorry. I know it's stupid, but I finally realized my feelings just now.
See, it is love.
Yes.
Miyame-san?
What? Kagura-san?
You're terrible. You're avoiding me, but you're okay with spending time with other girls? All right, good luck with the rest.
Senpai! I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to avoid you.
What was it then?
I saw that you were finally able to make friends, so I didn't want to get in the way. Because I thought that you'd be able to find friends who were much better than me.
What the hell does that mean? Understood. Let's go on a date then.
Yes, you're right. Wait, a date?!
This Sunday, 1 p.m. I'll be waiting for you at the big clock in front of the station.
What? Hold on! Kagura-san one-sidedly informed me about our date and left. I didn't think I'd end up like this. She wouldn't answer any of my calls after that, so I have no choice but to show up. I came here 30 minutes earlier, but I might have come too early.
No, that's not true.
What? Who are you?
You don't know who I am?
The girl who suddenly started talking to me was... I shouldn't phrase it like this, but, well, very plain. But she looks familiar somehow. Wait, there's no way! Kagura-san?!
You're correct.
Why are you dressed like that?
This is the real me.
The real you?
You don't remember me?
That moment, a certain memory replayed itself in the back of my mind. It was during a matchmaking party that Hatayama-senpai invited me to. There was a drunk guy bothering a plain-looking girl who didn't speak to anyone. Come on, leave that plain-looking girl alone. She's cute when you look at her closely. Come on, let's get out of here and drink at another restaurant. You're fine with that, right? Here you go. I brought you a new glass. Oh, you're very considerate, man. Also, Hatayama-senpai wanted me to tell you, don't force yourself on any girl, idiot. I'm sorry, Hatayama-senpai.
Huh? Thank you so much.
Not at all. It's no problem.
I'm sorry that someone like me is joining this matchmaking party.
Do you not actually like places like this?
Yes, but, I wanted to challenge myself, and I was invited, so I ended up coming, even when I can't drink.
I see. The truth is, I don't like alcohol or matchmaking parties either. I only came today because Senpai invited me.
I see. I thought you were used to this type of environment.
Nope, not at all. The type of people who are used to this environment act like that.
Yay! I'm jealous. I want to be someone like her.
You probably shouldn't do that.
You're so straight up. But girls like that are much better than plain-looking and depressing girls like me, right?
Why is being plain a bad thing?
Huh?
Everyone is special in their own way. Besides, I'm having a lot of fun talking to you. After that, the girl and I talked for a little bit. The matchmaking party ended before we knew it, and we parted ways before I could even ask for her name. But her smile had been engraved in my heart for some reason. Who would have thought that girl back then was actually...
Do you finally remember now?
Come on! This is a joke, right?
It's the truth. We're the same person.
You're so different, though. I seriously can't believe it.
I worked hard because I wanted to change.
Why did you want to do all that to change?
That's because I like you.
Huh?
Obviously because I like you. You saved me when boys were bothering me at a matchmaking party, were kind to me and talked to me. That's why I worked hard, because I wanted you to like me. I coincidentally found out you were going to the matchmaking party, so I asked Hatayama-senpai if I could join too, but you didn't even notice me at all.
You're lying.
It's not a lie.
Honestly, everything she was saying was so surprising that my mind was blank. A plain girl became that beautiful because she wanted me to like her? She joined the matchmaking party because she wanted to see me?
So, what's your response?
My response?
I confessed my feelings to you. I want to know your response, Miyame-san.
I'm sorry. My brain is all over the place right now.
I knew it. You think I'm a bother, right? In fact, you were probably disappointed to see me like this, right?
Kagura-san.
But the truth is that it's much easier for me to be like this. I was able to be beautiful and have people compliment me, but it was actually hard for me. Miyami-san, which do you like more? The me when I'm beautiful or the me when I'm plain looking?
I realized at that moment. Kagura-san became popular and had everyone like her, but she was still struggling. Despite all that, I cared about the most pointless things and left her all alone. I took a step back from the popular Kagura-san, so she came here just to show me her true self. Even if she was this scared to show me who she really was. I think both are great. Appearances aren't everything. You make me happy. I realized that being with you and talking to you makes me happier more than anything else can. So at the very least, please be whoever you want to be when you're with me. Plus, I think that the plain-looking Kagura-san is cute.
What does that mean then?
What do you mean by that?
You know, I want you to put it into words properly.
You're right. Okay. I, Akira Miyamae, like you, Yui Kagura, please, be in a relationship with me. Don't cry.
Are you sure you're okay with someone like me?
I should be saying that to you. But yes, of course. I want you, and only you. Just like that, Kagura-san and I went from friends to a couple.
Hey, Akira, Yui-chan.
Hello.
Hello, Hatayama-senpai.
What is it?
How's life as newlyweds, huh? How is it?
We're not married yet! We just started dating!
Yet? But still, Yui-chan, you're even more cute. What? Do you think so? I feel like I'm more plain looking than before. You're not the beauty like before, but yep, you're even cuter than before.
Senpai, that sounds very half-hearted!
What do you think then, Akira?
She's cuter than before.
Right? You two, please stop that.
The beautiful Yui and the plain-looking Yui. Right now, she was someone in between the two. According to her, it was the most relaxing form of her to be in.
Thank you, Akira-kun. I'm super happy right now.
I'm glad.
I don't have to force myself like before or give up and continue to be like my plain self.
I see. Well, the thing that matters the most is that you're smiling, Yui.
Thank you, but the number one reason that I'm able to smile is because I'm able to be together with you. Remember that, okay?
The two of us just started our path as a couple. I'm sure we'll face problems and difficulties later on, but I had a feeling that I'd be able to tread that path happily, as long as I was with her. When I was a child, I fell from a tall tree in a park. It's not like I was very good at climbing trees either. In fact, that was the only time I've ever climbed a tree. From what I can remember, it was because some boys were picking on a girl, whose name I didn't even know, and put her favorite hat on a branch. That was the only reason. But because I was young, that reason was enough to make me struggle up a tree. I took the hat and threw it towards her when I lost my balance and fell. I was truly a pathetic Superman. A few hours later, I woke up in a hospital bed. I saw my father looking pale, as well as my crying mother. My mom said,
The doctor said the scar on your back isn't going to heal.
The anesthesia was probably working because it didn't hurt at all, but the scar was clearly engraved on my back. Nearly 10 years have passed since then, but it was still there. Marika Sakuragi, I like you. Please, be in a relationship with me. I confessed my feelings to a girl in my class. She was the most beautiful girl in my grade, and I knew it was a long shot. Still, I couldn't stop myself from feeling this way.
Thank you. I'm surprised that you confessed your feelings for me, Hideyoshi-kun.
Really?
Yeah.
So, I'm assuming your answer is no?
I appreciate the thought. I know that you're a kind person, Hideyoshi-kun.
Can I ask why not?
Don't you know already?
Well, you are popular, Sakuragi-san. Who knows how many boys you've turned down until now?
So you do know.
But I want to hear it from you, so that I can draw the line here.
Okay. There's someone I like,
Yeah?
so I can't date anyone else.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Thank you, though.
Thank you too.
Will you continue to be my friend?
My heart ached, but I nodded my head because I loved her. That's how my short-lived romance ended. It's so hot. Gym class during the summer was boring. It was hot, and all I could do was watch. But since I wasn't allowed in the pool, I couldn't help it. That wasn't the true reason, though. I just didn't want to show the scar on my back. Hey man, you look bored. Pretty much. You should just go inside the pool. You know about the scar, don't you? Nobody's gonna care about that, man! My best friend grinned. If anybody gives you a problem about it, I'll beat them up. You're so quick to start a fight. You make me blush. I wasn't complimenting you. Why weren't you? But I do wish I'd met you sooner, man. Aw, Hideyoshi, you're being so sweet. No, I'm not. Yeah, tsundere. A guy being a tsundere? That's just creepy. Yeah, that's true. I wish everyone in this world was like the kind friend in front of me right now. But I knew that people like him were rare. A lot of people made fun of me and were disgusted by the scar. So it was easier to just hide it. Hey, Koshigaya? Yes, sir? You can head back to change first. It was hot, wasn't it? Good work. Yes, sir. Thank you. When I headed back to the classroom, I bumped into Sakuragi-san.
You had gym class?
Oh, yeah.
It's hot outside, isn't it?
I'm so sweaty. You probably shouldn't get too close to me.
Huh? But wasn't today's class swimming?
I was just watching.
I know. You forgot your swimsuit, didn't you?
Correct. We laughed together. I continued to force my laughter.
Just kidding. I might have pushed it too far.
Not at all. It's easier for me, too, when you're this friendly.
I see.
Yep. I wonder who feels more awkward. The person who confessed their feelings or the one who rejected that person. Either way, I was grateful that she continued to energetically talk to me.
Hey, Marika, let's go. Oh, yeah. Come on. I know.
What about you? Art, right?
Yep, I'm going to have a staring contest with the view outside, just like you.
Good luck with that.
Yep. See you later then.
Yeah. See ya.
What were you two talking about? He forgot his swimsuit and had to sit out for gym today. Must be hell to do that in this heat. Huh? You don't know about the thing, Marika? What do you mean? I assumed you knew because you're always so close to Koshigaya-kun. But I guess that makes sense. You only met him in high school, right? Come on, what are you talking about? He's been sitting out from swimming classes since elementary school. Huh? I've only heard rumors, but...
After that, Marika quickly chased after Hideyoshi. Phew! I'd already gotten used to changing by myself at this time during the summer. The empty surroundings, the quiet classroom, but the silence was suddenly broken because...
Hideyoshi-kun? That scar.
What? Sakuragi-san? For some reason, Sakuragi-san was standing inside. She was the one person who I didn't want to show my scar to. Why are you here? Did I come into the wrong classroom?
More importantly,
More importantly,
show me that scar a little closer.
I don't want to.
Why are you running away?
Because you're chasing me, Sakuragi-san.
Fine, I got it. Totally understand. Stay.
No, I think you should be the one to stay.
Okay, so tell me then. What happened? How did you get that big scar on your back?
So you saw it?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I looked.
I see. I fell off a tree when I was young. I probably got scratched by a branch or hit a rock or something. The doctor said it's not gonna ever heal.
Does it hurt?
Not that much.
Why did you fall from a tree?
There was a girl crying.
Huh?
I didn't ask for her name, and I don't even remember her face. But she looked around my age, and she was crying. She said that her classmates threw her favorite hat on a tree.
You climbed up to get that?
It's stupid, isn't it? It wasn't my first time climbing a tree, but I got cocky. I ended up getting a huge injury, and got in trouble with my parents too.
Not at all. It's not stupid. I think it's brave.
Thanks. I feel a little better, just hearing you say that.
I should be saying thanks.
Huh? It was you. Marika's small murmur wasn't heard by Hideyoshi.
Oh, I'm sorry. You can't change with me here, right?
Yeah.
I'll head out then.
Hey,
What is it?
can you not tell anyone about this scar? Some people know about it, but a lot of people don't. So,
Sure.
Sakuragi-san actually went out of the classroom after that.
You're lying. You're lying. You're lying! Can this actually be real? I was looking for him my whole life. The boy who got my hat that day, my prince. Who would have thought that was Hideyoshi-kun? And on top of that, he told me he liked me and asked me to be his girlfriend. That basically means we feel the same way about each other? Oh God, what do I do? I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Will we be a couple and walk back to and from school together? Wait, hold on. What did I say to him? I tried to remember. I'm sorry. That's what I said. That I liked someone else. I even asked him to continue to be friends with me. That's right. I turned him down. If he confessed to me now, I'd immediately say yes, but... No, it's not too late. I'll confess my feelings to him and... but he'll wonder why I'm doing that now. He might not even like me now. If he confessed his feelings again, he'd get 100% yes, but if I asked him to be my boyfriend, I don't know what he'd say. I'm scared. I'm too scared he'd say no. I mean, I've always admired him. I've always liked him. I'm scared.
Marika Sakuragi went down on her knees. Then she made her decision.
Okay, I've decided. I'm going to make Hideyoshi-kun confess his feelings to me again. Hey, Hideyoshi-kun.
Are you on your way home now?
Yeah, I am.
I see.
You too?
Yep,
I see. I'm alone, but
I'm alone too.
then, do you want to head back home together?
Of course. Sakuragi-san invited me to walk home with her. Things like this happened a lot more often. I wonder why. I've been seeing Sakuragi-san a lot more after she turned me down. How heartbreaking. On our way home?
It's been really hot recently.
It is summer after all.
What are you going to do over the summer, Hideyoshi-kun?
What do you mean?
Do you have any plans?
Nothing much, I think.
I see. Me too. I'm just going to my grandma's house for the Obon holidays.
Where's that?
The countryside in the Kyushu region.
That sounds nice. The countryside.
Every year, I bring my favorite hat.
Is that so?
Yep, I do.
What's wrong? You're gonna make me blush if you keep staring at me like that.
It's my favorite hat.
Oh, I bet it looks nice on you. Again, I thought I heard Sakuragi-san say something. Did you say something?
Nope, it's nothing.
I see. Okay then. I'm this way.
Oh,
Huh?
never mind. It's nothing. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yep. See you tomorrow. Just like that, I parted ways with Sakuragi-san, like always. This is weird. This is weird. What's weird, you're asking? Sakuragi-san is extremely cute. Well, she's always been super cute, but even more so recently. She looks happy whenever she sees me, and her cheeks get red whenever our eyes meet. She's going to make me misunderstand things like that. I was already turned down. She likes another guy. She probably feels more comfortable talking to me now because we're friends. Don't get the wrong idea, man. You're just going to end up getting hurt again. But no matter how many times I told myself that, my heart ached. There was a part of me that was still hoping. It was now summer break. For some reason, I was with Sakuragi-san, even though we didn't have school. What's this again?
Which word don't you understand?
Oh, it's daydreaming.
I can't find a word like that anymore.
I wasn't talking about our homework.
Really?
Yeah,
Then what is it about?
it's a secret.
A secret? You're mean.
Sakuragi-san puffed her cheeks, but laughed. God, this must really be a dream. I'm probably hallucinating. I thought that being together with her in the summer was like a daydream of some sort. But of course I couldn't mention it out loud.
Let's do a challenge then.
What do you mean by that?
Whoever finishes answering the math questions on this page wins. If I win, you have to tell me your secret.
What if I win?
Let's see. I'll buy you a drink.
That's not even close to fair.
Ready? Go.
Hey, not fair! Okay, so if there are 12,082 beans in the jar, and the jar has a capacity of 4.72 gallons, how much does each bean weigh? Alright, done!
You're lying. That was way too fast.
I win! After that, the librarian got mad at us.
It's our fault for being too noisy.
It's my fault?
No, it's both our faults. Does that taste good?
Tastes like victory.
I'm glad. You should enjoy it.
Of course. What are you looking at?
That poster.
The summer festival? It's this weekend, right?
Have you been, Hideyoshi-kun?
Of course. I go every year.
Really?
If you'd like.
I'll go.
Yep. I haven't said anything yet, though.
Oh, right. Sorry.
You don't need to apologize. Let's go there together then.
Yep, just the two of us.
Yeah. Yep. Just like that, we ended up going to the summer festival together.
I'll make the move today.
That day, Marika Sakuragi had made a decision. She was with the person she liked almost every day that summer. She was almost certain that he still had feelings for her. All she needed to do was find the perfect opportunity. That opportunity would show up in this festival. At night, a special event in the form of a summer festival. On top of that, a yukata. It was a triple continuation move. She thought there was no way she'd lose.
I'm going to make him make me his girlfriend today. Yep, the mood is perfect. My undergarments are fine.
She was about to start skipping, but suddenly stopped. She saw the person she wanted to see, a bit away from their meeting spot. He was with some girl she didn't know about. They looked like they were super duper close. Going back in time a few minutes. This is a date, right? I was thinking about this when we were studying together over the break, too. But going to a summer festival with just the two of us? This is definitely a date, I think. Or maybe I just wanted to think that it was. Maybe she didn't think this was a big deal. I wasn't so sure, because I couldn't tell how she was feeling. She must like me, but I'm not so sure whether she liked me romantically or not. I didn't know, so I couldn't take that step forward.
What are you muttering about?
Sakuragi-san?
What? Who is that?
Oh, gosh, it's you, Hitomi.
What do you mean by gosh?
Then I found my classmate in middle school, Hitomi Ito. She went to a different high school now, so it's been a while since we've seen each other.
And to think, I went out of my way to talk to you because I saw a familiar face.
Shut up!
Are you by yourself? So lonely.
I'm not. What about you?
Me? Of course, I'm on a date.
You two are close as always, aren't you? Hitomi had a boyfriend who was in the same grade as us.
Yep. Oh, is that Sakuragi-san you mentioned, the person you're going on a date with?
Shut up! Come on, hurry up and go!
Ooh, I was right. You're blushing. I see, I see. You finally found yourself a girlfriend, huh, Hideyoshi?
She's not my girlfriend, though.
She's not?
Yeah, she turned me down already.
Oh, you're going on a date with a girl who turned you down?
It's weird, right?
Yeah, it is. Maybe it's, she's using you for your money, or she's scamming you.
She's not like that, though.
You're going to deny it?
Yeah?
I guess that's true if you say so. You have a good eye for people.
It was at that moment
I'm sorry.
I felt something pulling on my arm.
I already like this guy.
What?
I like him, so please don't take him from me.
Hitomi and I couldn't help but freeze from the sudden turn of events. Sakuragi-san?
Oh, so this is her? Oh. You don't have to worry about me. We're friends.
Yeah, and besides, she has a boyfriend.
Yep.
You've been dating for 4 years, right? It's been a long time.
So, that's that. Oh gosh, Hideyoshi, I'm going to leave now, okay? See ya.
Bye. I was confused. We exchanged a script-like conversation and parted ways. What the hell's going on? On the other hand, Sakuragi-san's cheeks were bright red.
I'm sorry, I got ahead of myself.
That's fine, but can I ask you what you meant by what you said earlier?
Yeah?
You turned me down, right?
Yeah.
Sakuragi-san, you like someone else, right? But why did she say something like that?
I didn't know back then.
Huh?
There was a boy who saved me and got my hat from a tree. I didn't know that it was you at the time, Hideyoshi-kun. That's why,
Could it be? Were you that girl?
Yeah.
So basically, what does this mean? I'm sorry, I'm still so confused.
I'm saying the boy that I like is you, Hideyoshi-kun. But I didn't find out until after I'd turned down your confession, so I didn't know how to tell you. And I was trying to get closer to you, hoping you'd confess your feelings to me again. And today, too, but I messed up. My mind went blank when I saw you being friendly with another girl. And my body moved on its own, and...
I'm sorry. I'm still so confused.
I get it.
So I'm going to ask in simpler terms. Are you saying that you feel the same way as me, Sakuragi-san?
Does that mean you still like me?
Yes. That sounds just about right. I still have feelings for you, Sakuragi-san.
In that case, yes, it's the same.
Ugh!
I like you too. I like you. I love you. I can finally say it.
Oh, the fireworks! One shot of the fireworks bloomed in the night sky.
What? Already?
Maybe. They're still way ahead of schedule.
Maybe they made a mistake?
It's over. What was that about? Our shadows grew longer and longer in the light of the fireworks. Those two shadows were perfectly aligned now. I'm sure that this is what happiness looks like. We were going to take photos in the photo booth of the game center by the train station for our dating anniversary.
Which photo booth do you want, Sakuto?
To be honest, I don't know at all.
Well then, you can leave this to me.
Yeah, thanks. This was Chikage Usami. She had tied her hair to the left with a little ribbon, and her small little ears were really cute. She had a classiness and elegance to her, and she was a beautiful girl, but she also had a great figure and a sexiness to her.
Sakuto, what are you thinking about right now?
No, just that I still can't believe it.
You mean that you're dating me like this right now?
Yeah, but this isn't a dream, right? This was Hikari Usami. She was always bubbly and had a playful smile on her face. Just like Chikage, she had a great figure, and she always sticks onto me without realizing how close she is, which is troublesome. I never imagined that the day would come that I would also be dating a girl like this.
Sakuto, you're getting way too close to Hikari's side.
What? I'm pretty sure he's getting too close to you, Chikage.
Now, both of you. The more they fight, the more I can feel the softness on my body. I, Sakuto Takayashiki, got a girlfriend. 2, at the same time. I was just a nobody, but all of a sudden, I was dating these 2 Usami sisters. However,
If this happens, then I guess we have no choice.
Sakuto, can the twins both stick to your side?
both of them were just too cute. Then I didn't know what to do. The reason why all of this happened goes back to about the middle of May. Is it still not up? At the high school I attend, Arisuyama Academy, there was an evil custom, which was...
We will now post the ranking list. Of course, photography is not allowed, and do not post it to social media.
That's right. That they would post up class rankings for all to see. The rankings were not just within a class, or just by name, but all of the combined scores would be displayed for all to see up to 50th place. They don't think at all about the security of personal information, or the risk of this getting out on social media. This was probably because Arisuyama Academy has the pride of being the top class prestigious high school in this part of the state. You knew this when you entered school, right? So, there it is! 8th place. At least I made it into the top 10.
Takayashiki, do you have a minute?
What? Miss Usami? Yes, hello.
Yes, hello. Is that it?
As I was trying to go to the cafeteria, Miss Usami from Class A spoke to me. I didn't know of her to an extent, but... What? Why do you look so mad?
Mad? I'm not mad. More importantly, what were the results?
I was in 8th place, but you were in 1st place, weren't you? Congratulations.
Ugh, thank you very much. Why didn't you actually try your best?
Try my best? What do you mean?
If you were to actually put in some effort, you should be able to get 1st place. Did you purposely not try hard?
Why is she coming at me like a battle manga? No. I just ran out of time. I just received the backlash of Arisuyama Academy.
Stairs.
Is she doubting me? I thought that maybe I should explain the actual situation to her now. So... I know! If you'd like, do you want to go to the cafeteria together?
You're inviting me out of nowhere?
Is that not okay?
I brought my own lunch, so I am interested. But if we were a couple, then I think it would be okay for us to have lunch together, but...
I see. So in order to invite you to have lunch, then it means I have to be in a relationship with you.
So does that mean that you have a desire to be in a relationship with me?
Oh, no. I was just thinking, that's really excessive for just lunch.
That's what it means for a guy and a girl to have lunch together!
I see. So what Miss Usami was really trying to say was, are you inviting me with the understanding that everybody around us might think that we're a couple? That must be it. She shouldn't worry so much what others think. Well then, whenever we have the chance, we can talk then.
Oh, wait a minute! We were still in the middle of a conversation.
If we ever have the chance.
Hey, no, that's out of the question!
However...
Wait a minute! Ah!
Blah! Apparently, somebody who was crowded around the rankings chart had pushed her in the back, and I had stopped her with my chest. It all happened so fast, my arms naturally fell around her shoulders and her waist. Miss Usami, are you okay? If you seem okay, then I'm gonna go now, okay?
Yes...
Well, just like that, Miss Usami was a little bit of a strange girl. But actually, within the school, she was a little bit of a celebrity. Just like me, she was a transfer student that entered the academy from the high school entrance exam. Along with the entrance exam, she got first place with the midterm test this time too. On top of that, she's beautiful, and she's a brilliant student who's reliable. Within the freshman class, everybody talks about her.
You're talking about Miss Usami, aren't you? I heard that she got a perfect score on the national exam for the 8th graders last year, and she was first place.
You mean the one where the score average is 97? From what I hear, apparently she just went to a regular public middle school.
Seriously?
Seriously?
Wait, isn't that what they call a genius? I heard that your IQ scores based on your genes, right?
She's smart, and she has a great figure, and she's cute. That's so unfair.
That is true that maybe she has a good foundation to work with, but I know that she works really hard, and that's why she is where she is today. And just like that, it doesn't mean that all of the rumors were good. However, to internal students like those, which means the people who enter the high school like an escalator, she must be an eyesore for them. But I knew how hard Miss Usami worked for her results, because I went to the same preschool as her. And that's why Miss Usami and I...
Takayashiki.
What?
Are you okay?
Suddenly, she was standing right beside me, and I was shocked. I was about to be in danger of flying to the other side of the sky. Can I help you with something?
I wanted to thank you for earlier. Thank you very much for helping me.
Oh. You came all the way just to say that?
Yes. Well then, I'll excuse myself now.
And then she disappeared. Because she stood out, there were bad rumors about her as well. I'm sure she gets hit every single time one gets out. But I did want to become more friendly with her. She was a serious and hard-working girl. On top of that, she was somebody that could properly say thank you.
Hey, did you hear some funny rumors about her?
Seriously, she's a wonderful girl, isn't she? She's really nice, and she seriously studies hard. She makes me want to learn from her. I made sure to talk to myself extra loudly. Rumors were so stupid, and it shouldn't be a given to be hit by them all the time. Even though reality wasn't so kind, I at least wanted to be on her side. It might be hard to jump into a relationship with her, but one of these days, I wanted to invite her to lunch again. However, the incident took a turn about 2 days after that. Is that Miss Usami? No, but wait. I was sure that it was definitely Miss Usami, but she was wearing her school uniform really sloppily. She had headphones around her neck, and she was heading towards the arcade. I might have been seeing things, but I wanted to be sure. And then, I happened to see the unimaginable. In the fighting games corner, Miss Usami was playing against random people. Damn it! How's that high school girl so strong? She's been coming here every day these days. I can't believe that Miss Usami had a side like this to her. Miss Usami?
I'm in the middle of a match right now, so I would prefer if you don't talk to me.
Oh, sorry.
If you really want to talk to me, then I'll do it if you go against me and win.
I see. So I just have to win. Well then, if I win, can we talk?
That is, if you win.
And so, I picked up the game controllers to go against her. Little did she know that I had actually played the game quite a lot. And against Miss Usami, I won in straight games.
You're pretty strong, aren't you? I didn't think that I was actually gonna lose.
You are actually Miss Usami, right?
Yeah, I am. Why?
Well, you know, we speak differently than you do when you're in school, and you dress differently.
Oh, that's right.
Did something get stuck in her throat?
Anyway, you over there. Did you need something from me?
Oh yeah. Are you messing around?
I am not messing around. It's a lot harder than I thought. How is it normally?
Did something get stuck in her throat and mess with her brain?
How can I help you?
Oh, she's finally back to normal. There's actually a lot that I want to ask you. First, why are you at the arcade?
I guess for logic and justice?
For what?
For stress relief and those names.
Oh, so this was just a little bit of stress relief, wasn't it? Well then, what about those headphones? I've never seen those before.
Oh, these are called Con01V, and the newest model of the Kanon series. Of course they have noise cancellation and...
Sorry, maybe I didn't ask the right way. Do you usually carry those around?
Well, sometimes?
This is about you! Why was that a question? Even still, her smile sure is cute. Normally she doesn't smile that much, but maybe she was in a good mood today because she was really bubbly and smiley. She seemed like she was enjoying the conversation, and she didn't have the nervousness that she seemed to have the other day. However, something still felt off.
You keep staring at me. What's the matter?
Nothing. I just thought that your smile was cute.
What? What did you just say?
Oh, forget I said anything.
When you say it so straightforward to my face, that's going to make me blush.
Sorry, did I freak you out?
No, I'm happy. Nobody ever calls me cute usually, so... But you know, I'm like this, so I guess I'm a gamer. So maybe I freaked you out?
Not at all. I like people who work so hard on anything, you know?
You like, huh?
But then suddenly, her face came extremely close to mine and... What's wrong?
Shh, behind you. Turn around quietly.
What? Behind? When I turned around, one of the teachers from my academy was pacing around over there.
I guess today's date is over already.
What do you mean, date? But also, what are you doing?
Marking. I thought I should leave my scent on you. You really are pretty great. These hands. I like them.
What?
Well then, see you again soon.
Miss Usami? My heart was racing. My whole body was getting hot. It was at that moment I thought, this feeling, could it be? You're a student from Arisuyama Academy, aren't you? What? I'm sorry? Say your name in class right now! Or maybe it was racing out of fear before I was about to get caught. And I did get caught!
I wish I could become better friends with Sakuto. I, Chikage Usami, didn't know what to do. This may be part of my personality, but I wasn't able to be more sincere in front of the person that I like. I wonder how Sakuto thinks of me.
Why do you keep sighing today?
What? Hikari! When did you get home?
Earlier, I tried to get your attention, but you weren't responding. Something on your mind?
Nothing. This was my twin sister. She was identical to me, Hikari. But also, where were you today?
That's a secret.
Sheesh, if you keep skipping school, you're gonna get held back, you know. Ever since elementary school, Hikari tended to skip school a lot. She may seem like a free spirit, but I think that there is something deeper to it. By the way, Hikari, did something that happen today?
Yeah, it's about that. But is there a guy that you're particularly friendly with school?
One person briefly crossed my mind, but he was a guy that I wanted to be friendly with. No, not really. There is somebody that I spoke to a little bit recently, but...
Well then, what's that person's name?
Takayashiki. Sakuto Takayashiki.
Takayashiki Sakuto. Sakuto Takayashiki, huh?
After that one incident in the arcade, my daily life changed just a little bit. For example, when I get to school...
Good morning.
Morning, Miss Usami. First thing in the morning, Miss Usami would come and talk to me. But then after school...
I was waiting for you, Sakuto. Well then, why don't we get into it?
I would play games with Miss Usami at the arcade. There was such a gap between her personality inside and outside of the school, but I started to fall for her even more. And then, finally...
Hey, Sakuto, this upcoming Saturday, would you be free?
And at school, I was invited to go on a date by Miss Usami. Of course, I answered immediately. I've been wanting to get closer to her from before, So this was a question from heaven. It would be impossible for me to not get my hopes up. And then the day before I was about to go on the date with Miss Usami... Miss Usami? Right outside of the arcade, I saw Miss Usami cornered by two older guys. I could tell that she was afraid. That's why I panicked and ran over to her and... What's the matter, Miss Usami? We didn't do anything! That's right. All we did was invite her to the arcade, and then she started crying out of nowhere! After I glared at the two men, they disappeared right after. But... Miss Usami?
Sakuto!
Suddenly, before I knew what was happening, her arms went around me. She must have been really scared, because she was squeezing pretty tightly. And then I heard the most shocking words next.
Ever since middle school, I have always liked you.
What? Really?
Until now, I didn't have the courage. I couldn't be sincere about it. I'm sorry.
No, there's nothing to apologize for. But wait, why did Miss Usami just start telling me how she feels?
But there's a girl that you're really friendly with other than me, isn't there?
What?
I'm really sorry for throwing myself onto you.
Wait, Miss Usami, what are you talking about?
Well then, I'm going to go now.
I see. I don't get it at all. I really don't get it, but I can't let her go like this. Maybe she was telling me how she felt earlier as a farewell period. I rushed to chase after her, all the way to the train station. I finally found her, inside the train station. Oh! Miss Usami!
What? Sakuto?
She had a surprised look on her face, but I went to get closer to her, and then...
Huh? What's going on?
There's something I want to confirm with you. You like me, right?
Well, that's... Yeah, I do, but...
Right, well, then I've made my decision.
What do you mean, your decision?
I like you too!
Huh?
Will you please come and go with me?
Does that mean that we both like each other? Well then, I want you to prove it.
Prove it?
I want you to prove that you are okay with me.
Then suddenly, Miss Usami closed her eyes, and she offered her lips to me. I didn't hesitate, as my lips touched hers. And then...
Sakuto and Hikari? Wait, what are you doing?
Huh? Two of you? Miss Usami?
Oh, Chikage? What do you mean, we're kissing?
I see. Hikari and Chikage. So they were twins. This is definitely very much not good. 20 minutes later...
Well then, introduce myself. I'm Hikari Usami. Nice to meet you, Sakuto. I am Chikage Usami. Nice to meet you.
This is way more awkward than I could have imagined.
Chikage, please don't be mad at Sakuto. This was all my bad. What do you mean this was your bad? I was pretending to be you and meeting up with him, and I was wondering when he was going to notice. Hey, Hikari?
The prank of identical twins trading places. What is this, YouTube content?
But I also made a mistake, so I can't be mad at you either. In front of the arcade, those two guys came over to me, and apparently a girl that looks a lot like me was coming to the arcade a lot, and they tried to chase after me for a game. When I told them that they had the wrong person, they seemed to understand. But then, that's when I heard that you were being friendly with a girl that wasn't me, Sakuto. And, sorry, that was about me. And those guys might be people that I'm always playing against in the fighting game.
I guess my last name is pretty rare around here, so,
So that's why you're trying to be me. So that you could keep fooling Takayashiki? I was just starting to think that I should tell him the truth about everything. I had already fallen for Sakuto anyway. What
did you say?
Is this what they call a feeling? I fell in love at first sight. That's why I thought I should tell him the truth and then ask him out. But then Sakuto asked me out first, and then he hugged me and kissed me and... What? Wait a minute! I was the one that asked him out first! This isn't fair! Well, I am the older sister, aren't I? You need to give me those lips right now! And then what are you going to do? If I kiss you, Hikari, then it would mean that I kiss Sakuto too, right? No, it won't! What is that, a transfer kiss? Hikari, calm down. Stop it! Don't write over the kiss!
What do I do? I think I'm finally starting to lose my mind!
Well, what do you want to do, Sakuto? Please go out with me.
I thought the twins would be over me by now, but instead, they both chased after me to date. But in my mind, I'd already made my decision. I know that saying this might be a little... but I like both of you.
What?
And therefore, I can't date either of you. Sorry.
What?
With the both of them being twins, there was no way that I'd be able to choose just one of them, especially because I want the two sisters to always get along. But then suddenly, the older sister Hikari lit up with an idea.
Well, then, why don't you make us twins your girlfriend?
What?
If we do that, then isn't that going to make everybody's wishes come true?
Well, that's true. I like both of them, and the both of them like me. However, when you think about it, isn't that going to be bad? That feels like two-timing.
I may be two-timing, but it's not cheating. That is, as long as Chikage and I both accept it. If it was any other girl, I would say no, but maybe if it's you, Hikari.
And that was what happened. And in the end, the three of us ended up in a relationship. But are you sure people aren't going to find out about this?
Don't worry. You just look like a guy that's been caught in between two twin sisters and that we all get along.
The fact that the three of us were dating was a secret. And from now on, I wonder how my life was going to change with these two twin sisters. Well, I'm surprised nobody has noticed.
It was exactly as we said, right? I don't think anybody would assume that the three of us were dating.
Yeah, but they can feel the hatred from everybody around pointed at me. By the way, where are we going today?
To a very fun place.
Is this... Wait a minute!
That's right! Welcome to the Asami house. We have already prepared everything for you. Don't worry, we're not asking you to meet our parents out of nowhere, so don't worry. As long as we're here, we can do things that couples are supposed to do.
I see. Huh? What did you just say?
Ta-da! We prepared costumes for today. This is a little embarrassing. Please don't look too much.
Why are you in cosplay?
Huh? Isn't this the standard of showing hospitality to your boyfriend?
Since when did the standards of the world change?
I'm pretty sure all standards went out the window in the moment the three of us got into a relationship. Well then, Sakuto, are you going to take both of us twins? And love us?
There I was, surrounded by twin sisters that were at my service. This was bad. One of these days, my logic was going to fly right out.